Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Alice Park. Thank you to everyone who has slept out last night and completed the Big Bath Sleep Out. You're done. You completed it. A big congratulations. Now, I hope you had your warm layers on because it was a really chilly one last night. I think the temperatures went down to the zero, possibly even -1, so it was really chilly. We were fortunate in that it didn't rain and we had the lovely stars outside, but it did give us a glimpse into what it's like, of course, over winter when the temperatures go down to those minuses. We have seen -5 these past few months, so it just gives a tiny glimpse into what that's like. This morning, of course, we're up and about. It's busy in Alice Park. People are packing up their things, getting their warm breakfasts from Alice Park Cafe. Of course, the people that we support don't have those luxuries, so very often when they get if they're sleeping on the streets, they get up, they don't get that luxury of a warm breakfast or the opportunity to go back home, as many of our participants now do, to get that hot, warm shower, perhaps another breakfast and another sleep. But that's why this event was so important. Sleeping out last night raised that important awareness and those funds for people who are forced to sleep out every single night. You've done amazingly on your fundraising. I saw the total keep increasing overnight on our Just Giving campaign. We're over £21,000 right now, which is absolutely amazing. We've got a little bit to go till we get to our target, so keep sharing those pages, get those final asks in amongst family and friends and colleagues, even try and ask your boss and see if he will match those funds that you've raised. And of course, the awareness that we raised tonight was really important. So after you get a bit of extra shut-eye, maybe ring up a friend or a family member, tell them about your experiences, how you found the night, and help us spread some awareness for Julian House as well. So this morning, we would just be heading over to our mindfulness and morning stretch session with Outliers. Gavin here did a live session for us last night, so you can check him out, Outliers Wellbeing, and I will be heading over to him now.
My name's Gavin and I'm going to be taking you through a short 10-minute session on mobility and activation, where we'll be releasing some of those muscles get tight over time and engaging and activating some of those muscles that get quite weak over time. All right, guys, we're going to start from the ground and work our way up. So we'll start with the calves. So really easy. Okay, so we're just going to bring right foot in front of the left foot back, left leg straight with your heel pressing down to the floor. And then we're going to slightly bend your right knee so you start to lean forwards and feel a bit of a stretch through your calf. And then just up and down. Okay, so I'm deliberately doing it in this small area just to show you that you don't need a big space to do this. You can do this anytime, any place. Okay, as I'm leaning forward, I'm just being mindful that my back isn't hyperextending. I'm not arching too much. So you want to use a little bit of abs and try and keep fairly good posture. Now, if you're very tight in the calves, you might just feel this. You might feel this already. If you're not particularly tight, then it will just be a nice little mobility movement for you. Okay. If you do want to increase it, and you're next to a wall, you can use the wall and push against it to push back, to push through the heel. Okay, and relax and swap sides, guys. Give it a little bit of a shake because that front foot might be getting a bit tired as well. Left foot forward this time, right heel back and down. And then when you're ready, feel a bit of a stretch and we're just going to slowly increase the stretch. Again, I'm not doing anything weird. I'm not trying to lean into it too much. I just want to feel nice stretch through that right calf, ankle area. Ten seconds to go. All right, guys, and relax. Just standing back up, shake it out again. We're going to work on the inner thighs this time, so quite a wide stance, however wide you feel safe and comfortable. Okay, toes pointing forward slightly, and then you're just bending one knee and sticking your bum out. So your knee goes forward, but you don't go with it. Your bum stays back and you come down. You feel a nice little stretch through that inner right thigh there. Then up and over to the other side. Cool, so nice little stretch with your inner thighs. Ten seconds. And relax again, maybe just shake it off. Okay, we want to work a little bit of stretch for the front of the hips now. So this is an area that gets very tight. If you have a sit down jog where you sit down a bit, like most of us do, the front of the hips get quite tight. So this is a nice one. Left knee down. You might need a towel or a cushion, but left knee down, right foot in front, okay? And then we're searching for the stretch. Before we start moving, we want to find the stretch. So the way to do that, right hand goes behind your back, okay? Now, feel the arch in your lower back, and now try and get rid of the arch by tucking your tailbone under. So when you feel that your back is starting to flatten out slightly, you should feel a stretch start to creep in that front left hip. A little bit of a squeeze of the left bum. And then when you're happy with that, you can lean forward slightly without arching your back. Okay, if you need to make it harder, you can shuffle your right foot forward an inch or so, not much more. Okay, and if you want to make it a little bit harder, as you're leaning forward into it, as you breathe out, reaching up and across. "15 seconds to go." Again, I'm using my right leg for a bit of stability, but if you're near a wall or a chair or something, feel free. Okay, and then just shake that off. Cool. Left foot forward, right knee down. Hand behind your back, feel the arch. Now try and get rid of that arch. Flatten it out. Feel a stretch in the front right hip. Squeeze your right bum. Lean into it. Just for an exhale, and then relax for an inhale. Again, if you need to make it harder, move that left foot forward. If you need to make it harder still, right arm reaches up and over. "15 seconds. All right, and relax there. Great stuff, guys. So we've stretched the calves, the inner thighs, the front of the hips. Now we're going to stretch out the bum muscles, so kind of around the side and back of the hips. Okay, so the best and easiest way to do this is by lying down. Your right foot goes onto your left knee. Your hands, so for some of you might feel that's a great stretch there, and you can just push your right knee away from you. Okay, for some of you, you might want to make it a little bit harder because you're not feeling the stretch around that right hip and bum area. So your hands go around the back of your left thigh and bring your left thigh towards you. Now you should feel a bit more of a stretch there. And we're just going to hold it. . and relax there. So let it slowly come down. Shake it out if you need to. When you're ready, your left foot goes onto your right knee, your hands go around the back of the right thigh if you did the progression on the left side. And then just enjoy that stretch. Thinking about your breathing, see if you can increase the stretch slightly as you exhale. And relax there. Great work, guys. Okay, from this position, we're just going to bring your feet and your knees together. Your arms come out to the side. Your back and shoulder, your back is in neutral, so it's a nice kind of normal kind of shaped spine with a slight arch. Shoulders are back and down, and we're just going to allow your knees stacked up to drop to the side. Breathe in as you bring it up. Breathe out as you let it go to the other side. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. Okay, and relax there. All right, we're going to just start with the upper body now. So the first exercise is going to be on your hands and knees. From this position, we're going to put your left hand on your left temples or on the back of your head if you like, and then we're just going to rotate. So you're looking at your left elbow and the ceiling. I'm just going to do one of those, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax there. Okay, right hand on the back of the head or the temple, and when you're ready, up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax there. Okay guys, next exercise is going to be to activate the bum muscles. So it's called a pelvic bridge. Your feet go flat on the floor, you're lying down. You want to bring your heels as close as you can comfortably get them to your bum. Okay, if you feel any pressure through your knee, then just bring your feet out a bit further away. Okay, feet and knees hip width apart. We're slowly, as we spoke about earlier, we're slowly going to tuck your tailbone, squeezing your bum muscles, and lift your back off the floor. And then slowly place it back down. So the way to think about this, you're trying to get the sensation of peeling your spine off the floor, almost one vertebrae at a time, as opposed to just lifting it up and down. Another way you can think of this is by imagining you've stuck a chain onto your tailbone and you're just trying to lift one link of that chain up at a time and then place one link back down. Okay, 2 more. Take your time in your own time. 1 more. And relax there. Okay guys, we've just got 1 more exercise to go. Okay, back onto all fours for this. And then we're slowly going to extend your left leg back. If that feels easy, if you feel like you can make it a little bit harder for yourself, lift that left foot up. If that feels easy, onto your right fingertips. If that feels easy, extend the right arm in front of you. And then slowly in. We're going to do 5 of these. That's 2. 3. 4. Trying to stay nice and steady, using your core muscles to stabilize. That's 5. Okay, last one. Same setup as before, guys. If you're happy with the more advanced version, we'll go straight into it. If not, choose the option that suits you best. Okay, right leg back, left arm forward. Four, 5. Okay, and relax out of that. Okay, guys, and then in your own time, standing back up. Take your time standing back up. Thank you for joining me, guys. I hope you feel better. Hope that helped, and I hope you can remember some of those exercises so you can just do them whenever you want, whenever is convenient for you. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks to Gavin there from Outliers for hosting our morning stretch session. And thank you to everyone who's been part of our live stream. Everything that we saw last night from my colleagues speaking about their work in our services, to obviously Malcolm and Kate for sharing their really poignant stories with us, to our mindfulness sessions, our bedtime stories. Everyone's come together to put on this program of events, which I hope you've really enjoyed over the last 2 days. And of course, another big thank you to Enlightened, who've helped us with the live stream, and also to Over the Moon, who have put up our tents here at Alice Park. Well, that's it from us here at the Big Bath Sleep Out. A big thank you to you for taking part last night and helping us to raise thousands of pounds for our work. Keep going with those fundraising pages, keep sharing them with families and friends just to get the last little bits in. We're over £21,000, which is absolutely incredible. You've worked really, really hard, and that money will go towards helping people who are rough sleeping or at risk of homelessness around the area, helping to provide that support that they need to get off the streets or away from their situation into secure and safe accommodation, and to get the necessary support to help them rebuild their lives. Do keep sending your pictures in. Tag us in on social media, #BigBathSleepOut at Julian House UK. Well, that's it from us. I hope to see you next year. Take care.